I mean, you guys are acting like Oscar the Grouch is the criminal on the show, when clearly I think
Big Bird.
those cookies didn't belong to the cookie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say those two men living in sin together, Bert and Ernie.
Yeah, they are living in sin. If you're gonna be gay and live together, get married.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a good angle to take.
Like
That'd be a hilarious angle.
That's my belief. I'm fine with being gay, but do it within the bounds of marriage, as the Lord intended.
That's what God would want on it.
That's what God would want.
Gay sex out of wedlock is a sin.
Gay sex out of wedlock.
Put a ring on it
devil.
for you. You put a ring on that man before you rim him out, like a gentleman.
Ring it and rim it.
Just being the worst kind of person.
I bet there's like 8 people in the world who feel that strongly. They're so passionate about that.
Just like some guy whose like boyfriend is coming on to him and he's like, Chaz, not until we're married. Just demanding.
You could
like the good book says.
Like the good book says, like the Lord intended.
Oh man, you know it exists. I'm sure it does. Like hyper religious gay people who don't have sex before marriage. It seems bizarre to me, but I guess not.
It does seem bizarre, but also like if they're religious, they're like, all right, God's not a fan of this gay thing. I'm gonna make up for it. I'm gonna hit all my other bases. Like
okay,
like
the extra righteous everywhere else.
Yeah.
Make up for the one thing that he's just
I feel like you're targeting my favorite presidential candidate, Pete Buttigieg, right now. But he absolutely is like hyper religious and gay.
Is he?
Oh, is he?
I didn't know he was religious. What religion?
He's Christian, and he's like one of the more religious candidates I can remember.
Which flavor of Christianity, though? Because there's a few.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're like, come on, he's ice cream. We're like, yeah,
I'm sorry.
What flavor?
He talks about God a lot, and
like,
he and Mike Pence go back and forth on like who's a better Christian.
Well, Mike's what would be a Protestant
probably
for sure.
Pence.
Isn't Biden? Is Biden a Catholic?
I think he says he is. Yeah, right. They're Catholics, so like they don't take it that seriously, or at least the Catholics in my family don't take it very seriously at all. Like every Catholic I know, it's just a cultural thing. Like
such a big part of the religion is that get out of jail free card and that guy who provides it. So why do you even need to do the rest? It's like, hey, there's a guy downtown. You give him $50 and ask him for forgiveness, and you're into heaven. Do I need to know anything else? Not a thing.
Yeah, not a thing. That's how it worked for a long time.
And don't ask any questions when you're talking to that guy about them kids either. What kids? He's got a couple little kids there. Well, what does he do with them? What do you mean he's got kids there? He's got them in the back. They're dressed up and they got little incense. They're getting the place smelling nice for him. His little bachelor pad there. His bachelor pad. He's a single guy. Yeah, he's a single guy. Not allowed to have any women around. They don't do that. Oh, but he's got a couple kids around getting the place smelling nice.
Be less freakazoids if they could get married.
What's
the problem here?
Course,
incels?
Of course. That's been the argument forever, that if you let them have women, that all of a sudden there aren't any Catholic priests because all of the pedophiles and the gays don't no longer have to hide. They have no, or it's over.
Yeah,
most of them. I saw a picture the other day, and it was a painting rather from like, I don't know, 1800s, and it was at the Vatican, and it was a picture of all of maybe the bishops or the cardinals with their like boy assistant, and there were dozens of them out there with their boy assistants, like handed, like right next to them. Every one of them had like a little boy with them with their fucking books and their fucking rulers and their dildo and shit, their fucking lube and their poppers hanging around with them. I'm making the other parts. What he's like, really? There was dicks, but
Tell me more about the dildos.
Clearly, what's happening there? Like they have built that whole, the upper part of that religion is all about a place, a bachelor pad, a cool place for gay people to hang out and be able to be gay and have lots of power and dress fabulous. That is what the Catholic religion is about. They all of those like
ask any Catholic, they'll confirm.
Well, no, they maintain that privileged position at the top, hiding their gay hiding hole, by maintaining that lower class of the average Catholic. They're like, yeah, just don't forget, give us $10 and ask for forgiveness, and we're straight. And again, don't ask about the boys. That's the Catholic religion.
I mean, that does suck for the priests who like are all in on the God
It's the South
thing
Park
and,
episode,
like,
right?
really
You're there to get to
Yeah.
the bottom of this, and here comes the Spider Queen. Like it's the same shit.
Like, what are we doing? Yeah.
What about
Catholicism?
Yeah, it's Catholicism is a really odd version of things. That whole thing where you can just go talk to that guy and pay him off to get you right with God, like how does anybody believe that that's the way things should work? Even look, all the gods are made up, but yours is like a clearly like scammy god.
I mean, the way that like Catholics like in their doctrine, my understanding, and I don't know that much, like, is that they are like, well, Christ put Peter in charge of the church, and so Peter was the first pope, the first leader of the church, and he, you know, was in charge and like interpreted like the wishes of God to his followers or whatever, and like I don't know. If I like debated a Catholic on this, like I'm sure they'd win because they'd know more about like all the stuff. But like the part of like Christ coming back that was so compelling was him being like, hey, these Pharisees, these Sadducees, these like priest-like people that are demanding resources from you in order for you to commune with God. Guess what? I'm fulfilling the old law. You don't have to, like, it's you no longer need these intermediaries. You can speak directly to God. Don't trust these charlatans, these religious leaders. And that's of course like why the Pharisees, the Sadducees at the time like wanted Christ dead so much, because they were like, this guy's bad for business. We can't have this guy going around saying he's the fulfillment of this law, because then we lose a lot of influence. People are going to just bypass us and speak to God directly. No, thank you. Like, and so obviously, or to me, it seemed like, oh, like that does seem like the kind of thing Jesus would do. Like, he's all about having a personal relationship with him, with God. Like, of course, it should be about you communicating directly to him, like not through an intermediary.
I won't worship a God who can't hear me when I talk to him.
Yeah, or would ignore me because I don't have the right
If you're not
paperwork.
magical enough that you can hear me when I talk, then you're not magical enough to be fucking feared, bro. We'll plot against you and take you down. We'll figure it out. Some antimatter or something. Like, what are you made of? We'll figure it out, bitch.
Bitch.
If you can't hear me and my
Dr.
thoughts, then I'm
Manhattan.
not afraid of you.
And if you can't hear me, this is a test, oh Lord.
Oh, merciful Lord.
Merciful and just Lord.
No, but for real, think about that. Like if he can't hear you when you talk in your fucking bedroom at home, then I'm not going to worship him. I'm not going to go to a house that's made to worship him on my fucking knees and kiss his mystical ass if he can't fucking hear me when I talk. But he can hear that pleasant gay fellow who's living down at the church down the street. If he can hear him, but not me, that's another bullshit religion. Give me the phone or whatever he's got, you know. And but he's got magical prayers. Get out of here with that shit.
The whole confession thing has always seemed so fucking bizarre to me. And because like the religious,
I
like,
think it's a kink. I
don't
think they just
it's
like
a
hearing
kink.
this. Oh, I think they're bored.
I think back
and
in
they
the
want to be
day-
like, Taylor, tell me all the people you're fucking.
I mean, I think back in the day,
I'll forgive you. I just want to know you see.
Like, think about,
steal
like,
anything.
power
Tell
being
me.
maintained requires like a firm control on that community, right? And so if you effectively have a church employee in the year 1100 who knows all the dirt of everyone in town, like that's a natural person you're not going to cross. Like they have a lot of
I
influence.
think they're just nosy.
Yeah, but it's for influence. Like,
you don't create a worldwide global system because you're nosy, though. They want the dirt. Taylor's on to something there. I agree with that. They want the dirt. But moreover, they sold the redemption for a whole millennia. You know,
Yeah.
if you're like, let's say you're Woody the Great and you have the mercantile
Indulgences?
business here in Venice, and like you know you're the man, but you're adulterous, and you go to your priest. He's like, oh, but you donate so much to the church. Who cares about the little adultery? Say 5 hell fathers and 6 my mothers, or whatever the fuck they say.
6 Mamma Mia's.
And also, you know, give me so many like Venetian
6 Mamma Mia's and 10 wahoos.
You would buy your penance or whatever, right? You know, you would have the money to, and so you could buy your way right into heaven. The clergy sold literal tickets to heaven for hundreds of years, that noblemen would go and they were like, I'd like my ticket to heaven, please. And they're like, aren't you the guy who raped his daughter? I am.
It's gonna be pricey,
well,
sir.
pricey.
Yeah. And it was they did that to common people. Like they would be like, oh, your father died. Well, he is in purgatory, but with these indulgences we're offering right now for a pittance, you know, you could save him hundreds of years of purgatory.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, Gov, I can't read. Like, so they just give him
probably just projecting. Like,
the achievements.
I don't want to hurt anyone with their secrets. I just like knowing them because I'm nosy.
It's funny you say the pittances thing. So like in Warhammer 40K Dark Tide, the barracks, the achievements that you do, the little nitty gritty things that makes you do in the game to earn the cosmetics and stuff, they're called pittances, because the whole empire is a religion at this point. The emperor of mankind 10,000 years ago was very clear: no religions, none of them. Our God is science. This is about progression. This is about technology. This is about working together. Since he has been gone for for 10,000 years, he is now worshipped as the God King, God Emperor of mankind. The entire thing is a religion devoted to him and worshiping him. So those achievements are called pittances. You're doing your pittances. I got to kill a goobly gawk with a whoozy what's it 3 times. You know, like stuff like that. I love that lore behind all that Warhammer 40K stuff.